This is the download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gaddis. Here's what you need to know for today, Tuesday, March 11th. First up, the creator economy at South by Southwest. A lot happened at South by concerning podcasters and content creators in general. Here's some of the coverage. Today's marketing briefing from Digiday covers why marketers should take note of the increased presence of content creators at the conference, as advertisers and entertainment at large start to catch up with the culture's embrace of individual creators. Variety covered the live taping of their award circuit podcast featuring Hot Ones host Sean Evans, Mythical Entertainment's Rhett and Link, and Waveform podcast host Marquez Brownlee, a panel that touched on the recent canonization of their content in awards consideration, with Hot Ones in consideration for Talk Series in the 2024 Emmys. Rhett McLaughlin highlights a spending discrepancy the podcasters will be all too familiar with, highlighting how much brands invest in something like The Tonight Show compared to how much engagement his own daily talk show, Good Mythical Morning, gets on YouTube. He proposed that series like Good Mythical Morning being in consideration for the Emmys legitimizes them to brands who look to organizations like the Academy for what counts as canonized, cool entertainment. Meanwhile, the information covered video podcasting's presence at the conference, as well as the frontrunners for who might buy TikTok if a sale is pressured by the administration later this year. Next up, layoffs in audio. Adweek has covered the report from this Monday that SiriusXM made staff cuts, which reportedly primarily impacted the product and technology group within the overall operations department. Meanwhile, Rain News covers a recent round of layoffs at Odyssey following the end of their bankruptcy process from the beginning of this year. Sources disagree on the exact number, but the average is between 200 and 300 positions impacted. As mentioned in previous moments like this, we want to remind everyone in the business of podcasting looking to hire new faces or people searching for a job themselves that the Sounds Profitable job board, that's soundsprofitable.com/jobs, is fully free to use, and we update it daily as new positions are submitted. Next up, contextualist targeting. This is from Ad Exchanger's Optimizing the News. In an unexpected Venn diagram overlap between B2B ad tech and Hollywood, Bloomberg Media has debuted a 3-part package of ads directed by Brady Corbett, director of The Brutalist. The series, cheekily titled The Contextualist, focuses on the importance of context in the current information landscape, dovetailing with the Bloomberg marketing motto, "Context changes everything." Ad Exchanger points to a comment by New York Times Chief Advertising Officer Joy Robbins at the Trade Desk's Forward 25 event last month regarding how news publishers sell themselves. While there is an argument to be made about advertising on news being the noble and just thing for brands to do, as a healthy fifth estate props up a healthy democracy, news publishers are better off selling news as return on ad spend capabilities and contextual data opportunities. And for our final top story, does America's biggest true crime podcast share true crime's biggest problems? A deep dive into the past 10 years of true crime podcasting through the lens of chart topper Crime Junkie, including several big controversies. While Crime Junkie specifically has caught flack for using biased sources, hosts making hot take judgment calls about legal cases, and spotty citing of sources that led to big name accusations of plagiarism, none of them are unique to the show in particular. Instead, they're more representative of a wider issue within true crime as a genre. A lot of sizable productions in true crime don't have a single trained journalist involved, opening up the productions to more ethical issues than usual due to the lack of professional understanding of the field the hosts are using to make compelling storytelling narratives. As for the rest of the news, coming next Tuesday, that's March 18th, a free webinar hosted by Quill CEO and founder Fatima Zaidi and the creativity business's Steve Pratt. From You, Not About You will feature 25 minutes of discussion on steps to elevate branded podcasts from promotion into a gift for your audience, how brands measure success beyond downloads, and building long-term trust with the audience. Audio Boom has expanded their partnership with Triton Digital to allow the network to use Triton's Sounder on their catalog, enabling advanced contextual targeting capabilities and brand suitability tools. Backbeat Media's Mac Voices podcast has published their CES 2025 coverage, consisting of 51 video interviews filmed both in remote meetings and live on the show floor. Fast Company has a piece about the Spotify Partner Program, interviewing both audio and video podcasters about how the new monetization method has impacted their podcast decision-making. Kill Tony, a YouTube podcast consisting of recorded live shows, headlined by ex-Rogan producer Brian Redband and roast comic Tony Hinchcliffe, has signed a Netflix deal for 3 specials on the platform. The deal also includes a traditional stand-up special for Hinchcliffe, his first sizable booking since drawing controversy for his set at a Madison Square Garden Trump rally last October. And CBS News Chicago covers the launch of Michelle Obama and her brother Craig Robinson launching IMO, a new video podcast debuting on YouTube with audio RSS feed as well from Higher Ground Productions. Be sure to check out the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The download is written and produced by Newton Shadokati, Brian Barletta, myself, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Download us again tomorrow.